India's automobile manufacturing sector recently teetered on the edge of crisis after China imposed sudden export restrictions on rare earth magnets, critical components not only for electric vehicle motors but also for common features in traditional cars like power windows and audio systems. According to industry documents and auto executives cited by Reuters, the disruption threatened to halt car production across the country within days. Although the situation sparked urgent concerns, recent developments suggest some relief. Sources cited by the Economic Times reported that imports have likely resumed. This comes after the Indian government began issuing certificates assuring Chinese authorities that the magnets would not be used for defense applications or re-exported to the United States. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade, DGFT, has already issued around 30 such certificates, each tied to a specific consignment. Still, the industry's concerns are far from over. Before the imports resumed, the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, ACMA, had warned the government of a looming production freeze, expected to begin by late May or early June. An internal ACMA document presented at a 19th May meeting with the Commerce Ministry highlighted the urgent threat. The meeting included top executives from major players like Maruti Suzuki, Mahindra and Tata Motors. According to the industry, inventories of rare earth magnets were projected to run out by the end of May. While some Chinese suppliers, including those serving Volkswagen, managed to secure export clearances, Indian auto companies fear that tense relations between New Delhi and Beijing may delay further approvals, exacerbating supply chain bottlenecks. Several executives voiced this concern on condition of anonymity due to the issue's sensitivity. China, which controls over 90% of global rare earth magnet processing, introduced the export curbs in April as a countermeasure to new tariffs announced by US President Donald Trump. Under the new rules, companies are required to obtain permits from Chinese authorities before shipping high-performance magnets abroad. However, even shipments of lower-end magnets have been delayed, largely due to confusion over the new compliance protocols. In its statement to Reuters, China's embassy in New Delhi said it was working to actively facilitate and streamline compliant trade, stressing that the export restrictions were lawful and aimed at protecting national security interests. The import process, however, remains intricate. It requires approvals from various Indian ministries, the submission of end-use certificates, verification by the Chinese embassy in India, and ultimately, issuance of the export license by Beijing. Data from Chinese customs revealed that exports of permanent magnets dropped by 51% year-on-year in April, the first month after the restrictions came into effect. India alone imported 460 tons of these magnets, mostly from China, in the last fiscal year and is expected to increase this to 700 tons, worth about $30 million, in the current year, according to industry estimates. In a joint appeal, ACMA and the Automotive Component Manufacturers Association, ACMA, stressed that although rare earth magnets make up a tiny portion of vehicle costs, the absence of even one such component could render vehicle manufacturing impossible. Their submission to the government emphasized the need for rapid clearance of import applications and diplomatic engagement with Chinese authorities to fast-track licensing. As the global tug-of-war over strategic tech resources intensifies, India's auto industry finds itself in a precarious position, highlighting just how vulnerable even the most advanced supply chains can become when geopolitical tensions boil over.